I'm gonna give you 5 underrated, super easy tips that are gonna literally burn fat while you sleep. So keep listening to this video and let's go through these one by one, all of the things that I give my clients one-to-one that completely change the game for them, and they wake up leaner almost every single day when we put these things in place. Before we get into that, why should you listen to me? I'm IFBB Pro Josh Bridgman. I've been competing and training for bodybuilding for 10 years. I've been in fitness and coaching for 12 years. And to this point, I've coached over 1,200 men, just like you watching this video, to lose body fat, gain muscle, torch visceral fat, and so many other things that come with fitness, health, and well-being. Now, we're not talking about some magic pills or supplements. These are simple tweaks that you can make every evening to turn your body into like a fat burning machine ultimately. Stick around because number 4 is gonna blow your mind. 90% of people that I know that come into this program, they do it wrong. So let's get into it. Number 1, it's gonna be sleep consistency. Now, everyone knows that sleep is great for you. Sleep burns body fat, helps you build muscle, reduces cortisol, helps you think better, reduces cravings, reduces anxiety. You know that 80% of people who have mental health problems also have sleep problems. Bodies have this thing called circadian rhythm. It's a natural sleep-wake cycle, and as part of the sleep-wake cycle, your body releases different hormones to get to sleep, to get sleepy, to stay asleep, to wake up. You don't get to sleep 10 hours Saturday and Sunday and average out those extra 3 hours above the 5 hours that you're getting Monday to Friday to average per week 7 hours. That's better. It's definitely better if you do that than if you were just to do 5 hours a week. But what you really need to do is have consistency of time throughout the whole week. If you get to 10 p.m. and you're like, I've got to be up at 6, but I've had no time for myself. So then you start giving yourself an hour or 2 hours to yourself, and then you only have 6 hours sleep again. If you can really focus on having some consistency of sleep across the week, enough hours across the week, average 7 hours a day, not a week, I think you're gonna feel better, think better, lose more body fat, and you're gonna wake up leaner every time you do it. The next thing I want you to do is having a really solid protein serving before bed. So having a high amount of protein before bed, 30 to 60 grams, depending how big you are, can really, really help keep you satiated overnight. So there's no 2-3 a.m. trips to the fridge. It can help you wake up feeling a little bit fuller as well. Now, you can have slower digesting proteins like casein, like Greek yogurt, and the thought process is that will digest slower over the night and absorb slower over the night, offer you benefits over the night. But I just want you to focus on protein as a whole. That's going to be the most important thing that I want you to focus on. And to be honest with you, my go-to right now is like protein ice cream. You guys have all heard about Ninja Creamies. I would literally put 30 to 40 grams of whey protein, a little bit of almond milk. You could add in maybe 100 grams of Greek yogurt to make it a little bit thicker, freeze it the night before. Like, that's a 40 to 50 grams protein hit, minimal carbohydrates, minimal fats, and it's ice cream. Another thing you can do is an evening walk. So if you do this evening walk after a meal, there's a few great benefits. Number 1, walking after a meal has been shown to greatly reduce your blood sugar. 10-15-minute walk, nothing crazy, after your meal, before bed, can improve your blood glucose, stabilize it before you go to bed, and make sure you don't wake up in the middle of the night with any cravings. You don't run to the fridge in the middle of the night. It can actually reduce your cortisol. And we know that cortisol is a sleep killer. So if you can reduce your cortisol, if you can put yourself into a calmer state is lower heart rate, lower breathing rate, and reducing your sympathetic nervous system, which is our fight or flight, and switching yourself into a parasympathetic nervous system before bed. This can massively help you get to sleep and stay asleep. Number 4, this is the one that everyone gets killed by because it's so hard to avoid, and it's stress offload. Most guys, they work all day, they rush through dinner, they then just collapse onto the couch with their phone and watch Netflix and scroll through social media into their eyes. It can increase your cortisol, and that's a fat storage extraordinaire, which is obviously what we want to try and avoid. Staring at screens can inhibit, like we mentioned earlier on, our melatonin production, which is one of the hormones that helps us get to sleep. Instead, maybe try 5 minutes of a light journal, try reading a book, try just sitting there and relaxing. You could do some light stretching. There's so many different things that you could do rather than flick on Instagram, because guess what? Instagram was there an hour before, it's going to be there in the morning. So just try and implement those things. This is basically going to give your brain permission to shift towards like, okay, it's okay to sleep right now. You're okay to sleep right now. I've had clients giving them a 10 to 15 minute wind down process before bed. It allows them just to drop like 2 or 3 pounds. Some of it will be water, some of it will be body fat, but increasing sleep will literally help you shift fluid, inflammation, lymphatic draining. You gotta think about all those accumulations of stress, cortisol, inflammation over the day. Like the way it goes is when you sleep well. So if you don't sleep well, you don't fully drain yourself of those inflammation and those toxic pathways. So it can usually help really quick. Number 5 is gonna be cool, dark room. What does that mean? We talked about light, right? So if your room isn't dark, guess what's going to wake you up in the morning? If you have to sleep past sunrise, a dark room. We have photoreceptors all over our bodies, especially across the eyelids, but we have them all over our body, which is why even with the eye mask, sometimes you can tell it's light. It's because the body is receiving that light and some of the chemical processes are happening to say, it might be time to wake up, there's light outside. Cooler room. In order for us to drop into deep sleep, the body has to cool a couple degrees. If you're in a hot room, you got no fan, you guys know what it's like in the summer, especially British summertime. It's impossible to sleep. So if you can create a cool room, which is also going to be helped by a dark room, maybe you've got a fan, maybe you can get a window aircon unit, or you've got aircon. I recommend getting yourself maybe some light sheets if you are a hot sleeper. You can even get, if you've got the money, mattresses which can regulate the temperature of the mattress, even to the point where if you're a hot sleeper, your partner is a cold sleeper, you can have different temperatures on either side and regulate your temperature so you're both feeling perfect and you can have a great night's sleep the whole way through. So temperature regulation is super important. I know it sounds basic, but if you can improve that sleep, I promise you, you're gonna burn more body fat and you're gonna wake up leaner every single time. So what I want you to do now is a task for you guys. I want you to comment down below which of the 5 tips that you have seen here today that you've not tried and that you're gonna try first. And if you're doing some already, I want you to tell me which ones are doing the biggest for you. Now, the 5 habits that, like, they're not sexy, they're not complicated, they won't make for a good before and after photo by themselves. Of course, you've got to consider everything else, but they will change your body composition over the next 3 to 6 months long term. I promise you that. And if you like what you hear, if you still feel stuck, if you want some help doing it, if you maybe you're not happy with how you look, but you really, really want to be happy with how you look and relieve that pressure finally, I'm going to pin a comment at the top, and all you need to do is click that. It's going to bring you up to a page where you can book in for a free one-to-one call. It's going to be me on the call. It's completely for free. I'll spend 20 to 30 minutes understanding where you're at, understanding your life, understanding like what the roadblocks are, where you want to be. I'll give you some completely free advice. Like, no one is leaving that call without some benefit. And if it sounds good to me and it seems like I can help you, I'll walk you through how I can help you directly, one-to-one. And if it works, great, we do it. And if not, I promise you're leaving that call with some benefit that you can implement into your own life. We can call it that. That is why I do these. So let me know, hit a like, drop a subscribe if you enjoyed it. There's many more videos like this on the channel and many more to come, because I really, really, really want to focus the rest of this year and into 2026 to help you guys as much as possible. So see you guys soon in the next video. Peace.